2nd Battalion, 506 Parachute Infantry Regiment, 101st Airborne Division, the unit that later gained fame as the Band of Brothers. After infantry training at Camp Toccoa and airborne training at Fort Benning, the 506 moved to England to prepare for the invasion of Europe. In the early hours of June 6, 1944, Red Falvey and 13,000 other paratroopers of the 101st and 82nd Airborne Divisions led the airborne assault into Normandy. Red was the second man out the door of his aircraft and landed 6 miles from his intended drop zone. Despite this, his unit linked up and began fighting. 33 days later, the 101st returned to England to begin planning and training for their next mission. That mission came on September 17, 1944, in an operation known as Market Garden, immortalized in the book and the movie, A Bridge Too Far. Red and the Band of Brothers led the 101st Airborne Division's air assault into Holland, the largest airborne operation in history. After 72 days of tough fighting, the 101st Airborne had 2 weeks of rest and refitting before moving to the small Belgian town of Bastogne. There they had their rendezvous with destiny as the Germans launched the largest counterattack of the war, known as the Battle of the Bulge. Red was wounded during the battle, but returned to the line soon thereafter. After over 2 months of desperate fighting, Red and the surviving members of the Band of Brothers finally left the line for good. The end of the war found them in Berchtesgaden, at Hitler's famous Eagle's Nest. Red's unit and personal decorations include the Bronze Star, the Purple Heart, the Presidential Unit Citation, the Meritorious Unit Citation, the European African Middle Eastern Campaign Medal with 2 campaign arrowheads indicating combat assaults, the World War II Victory Medal, the Good Conduct Medal, the French Croix de Guerre with palm, the Belgian Croix de Guerre with palm, the Belgian Croix de Guerre, and the Order of the Day of the Belgian Army. He has also earned the Combat Infantryman's Badge and the Parachutist Badge with 2 bronze stars indicating 2 combat jumps. After the war, Red returned to work on the New York Central Railroad and retired after 40 years as a conductor and currently lives in Hammondsport, New York. In 1994, Red and 39 others, 18 of whom were original D-Day paratroopers, jumped again into Normandy on the 50th anniversary of their famous jump. Today, he celebrates his 90th birthday by once again jumping out of an airplane, and his goal is to make it to 101. This will be Red's 26th total parachute jump, and for Red and all other members of the 506 Parachute Infantry Regiment, past, present, future, and especially those joining us today, Currahee!
Hey.